All right, so I just wanted to look at something on the fly because there's a character who's been popping up lately on like my Facebook, YouTube, and it reminded me of another character. So I'm just gonna kind of like on the fly take a look here. This is the guy right here, Wes Watson, ex-con Wes Watson. He'd be doing a lot of these like prison videos, like letting you know all of these like penitentiary rules and whatnot. Right? Pretty like intimidating looking figure here. He's got the tattoos and again, like very trendy, at least on my feed, anyways. Um, I think there's something with his story lately trending where he may be in court, possibly going back to prison. I think there's video out there where he may have assaulted a guy in a gym. And it looks like I'm barely sharing the picture there, but here he is here. And I was thinking it's interesting. Uh, I see the goatee, right? And I notice like the hairline where, he may be balding. Okay. Not to not knocking the guy or anything, but I remember a bald character as I was growing up in pro wrestling who had a goatee, and that was Stone Cold Steve Austin. And that's interesting because look at Watson right there, kind of like Austin, right? So Stone Cold Steve Austin, Wes Watson. All right. And two kind of intimidating characters. Not saying they're the same, um, but that I just thought that was interesting, and I was just gonna kind of go on the fly here. I don't know if we get a birthday with this guy, but I might look at the Gematrinator calculator here, um, as well. It says Wes Watson. I don't know if this is this oh, this is the same guy. They're saying this guy's an actor, as a lot of these guys are on the main stage, right? I wonder what shows he's been in, but motivational speaker, president of a large personal coaching firm, Watson Fit. West became well known almost overnight. And they put these characters right in front of our face. And then, some of us could try to get information out and we're just completely like shadow banned, right? So this character is put in front of us for a reason. They say well known almost overnight for first from his interviews with YouTuber Big Herc, and then on his own channel, GP Penitentiary Life Wes Watson. Wes encourages people to always pursue their vision. So here he is again. Here's some of these pics. Now I wonder if we get a birthday with him also. But let's pull up Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now here's Stone Cold Steve Austin. Again, in his prime. You see he's got a December 18th birthday. He's age 60. But you see this, here's an image of him, if you're not familiar. So Stone Cold Steve Austin, Wes Watson, you can see the similarities here right away. Um, my only concern is, are we going to get some kind of birthday with Wes Watson? Because it would be nice to possibly get some connections here. I don't know if this is a big enough character on the world stage. There is a birthday. I don't know if it's the same guy. It's not the same guy. But this is interesting because this I'm not trying to make this like long here, but this could develop into something else because it looks like there's another Wes Watson here, which I wasn't trying to go that route. And then when you click on images, it pulls up the original Wes Watson that I'm looking at here. So maybe that's not the route to go. But who's this other guy? September 16 birthday, Wesley Page Watson Jr. Is that semi interesting because there was also a pro wrestler, Diamond Dallas Page, kind of with the pro wrestling connection with Stone Cold. I don't know, but this is and this is an American heavyweight boxer, so that's kind of interesting, isn't it? Because you get boxing and you get pro wrestling, and you get Wesley Watson, Wes Watson, who kind of looks, this penitentiary guy, and then Stone Cold Steve Austin, a pro wrestler. Okay, so this is a fake world that we're living in. Wesley Page Watson, like Diamond Dallas Page, pro wrestler. Okay, so you see how we're kind of in a fake world here, man. You know what I'm saying? Diamond Dallas Page. And you see how this could spiral out of hand, right? Uh so I don't know, maybe this could just be an on the fly, just kind of overall little semi connection here. Look at the spouse. Look at the spouse for Diamond Dallas Page. Look, Paige McMahon. When Vince McMahon is known for, like, being owner or whatever of the WWE. So look at, isn't this wild? Damn, man. I don't even want to go this route. And how is his wife's first name Paige? Isn't that wild? And you get McMahon like Vince McMahon? Damn it, right? I don't know if I want to go that route. Can let's go back over here, and again, if this is just kind of like a overall, just kind of like a random look here, it is what it is. Look at how this Wesley Page Watson, this boxer or whatever, died in Wilmington, Delaware. Wilmington W, Watson W, Wesley W. So let's just put boxer in here. So what does this guy look like? It's wild, isn't it? And again, the prison guy's popping up here. Okay? So here's I don't want to really see video. I was just kind of wanting to see images of the boxer. It's not the same guy because that guy died, right? So is there only one image of the boxer? And it's not even okay, look. Oh, let me put Wesley Watson. Isn't this wild? Wesley Watson boxer. Is this him right here? Okay, so this is him. Okay, right? So this appears to be a black guy. Can we get the penitentiary Wesley Watson uh birthday? Is he a big enough character? Wesley Watson. What do I put? Prison birthday. No, it's just popping up. It's just popping up. Uh, the boxer. All right, so womp womp. But that is interesting with that Diamond Dallas Page connection there, isn't it? Right? So, yeah, so we may have to just kind of. Oh, you know what? I forgot we got the Gematrinator calculator handy here. And again, this is This is OTF on the fly. Just a little look here at Wes Watson. We can utilize the calculator and just kind of take a look here and let's see what happens. So Wes Watson right here. I'm noticing a connection with the boxer here. Because didn't we just see that 1-4? Yes, we did. Look at this. So we still get a connection with Stone Cold because we get Page here, like Diamond Dallas Page, with the boxer. So look at this boxer, Wesley Page Watson Jr. Look at this guy died 1-4. Okay. And when we go to the calculator, look, Wes Watson, look in reverse, 104, like 1-4 with the death date there. You see that right there? And I think I just saw something else, man. Again, let me pull up the boxer. I don't think I have. Let me pull up the boxer and let's see if we can get Wesley Watson boxer. And let's see okay, so again, this appears to be the guy right here. Okay? So Wes Watson in the reverse cipher equals 104, and apparently that's this guy's death date, January 104. Okay? Now look over here. I'm noticing, look at Wes Watson. Now I see the 139 here uh in the ordinal cipher. And let me pull this image up bigger. Okay, so here's the guy. So apparently, I'm noticing he's got Lakers gear on as well. You know, I'm not trying to go too deep down the rabbit hole here, but look at the boxer. So in reverse, Wes Watson 104, and that is this guy's death date, January 104 is like January 4, the first month and the fourth day, right? But I'm noticing an ordinal Wes Watson equals 139. And if you're a decoder like I am, we know. And if you're just watching this randomly, that's Tupac's death date, the 13th day of the ninth month, 139. Okay. Now let's look at this guy's birthday because I thought I saw. Look at this right here. Okay. Look at this. So look at this boxer's birthday right here. 6/16 right here. That's interesting because Tupac's birthday, or excuse me, 9/16. So this guy was born, check this out. This guy was born his September 16, and Tupac died September 13 in history. Okay, so that's kind of amazing right there, isn't it? Wow, that's amazing. So let me pull up Tupac. Again, this is like a overall on the fly, I guess. Tupac Shakur. So look, Tupac is born on the 16th, and you see his death date 139. This boxer Wes Watson equals 139 in the ABC 123 cipher. But go back to this birthday for Tupac. The 16th day of the 6th month, right? That's like 16, but obviously he's born on the 16th. And you see Wesley Page Watson Jr. right here, born on the 16th, but it's September 16th, and Tupac died September 13th. Isn't that amazing? So you get these characters that are connected, like they're just bunched into these categories, right? Man, that's just super amazing. And again, look at the 1/4 death date. They don't put no pictures here with the Wikipedia. That's okay. But again, look at the 1/4 death date for supposedly this boxer. And this is according to what they're giving me on Google here. So you see the 1/4 death date. And again, we go back to the Gematrinator calculator. And again, you see in reverse with the alphabet 104. Damn, so that's amazing. So, and you know what? Even Wes Watson like Tyson, right? With the boxing connection. Wow, man. Jeez, it's just so wild. These characters they give us. Okay, so you see Watson, Tyson, uh, this Tupac connection here. This original Wes Watson, and again, they're gonna pull up different characters, but this penitentiary Wes Watson, who looks like Stone Cold Steve Austin. They got the goatee. Uh, they got the like the bald kind of thing going on. Here's Stone Cold. It makes me think, like, is there something going on with the DNA? And some could say that this character. Now, when you look at Wes Watson here, you see this is a white character and he was in prison, so it looks like he even has maybe a skull on his chest right there. You see that? And Stone Cold is associated with the skull here. Austin 316. Look at that right there. Isn't that amazing? And some could affiliate some of this maybe possibly with white power gangs in prison. I'm not saying like that's 100%, okay? That's not why I'm here. I'm not here to do that. But isn't that, I think that that's really interesting, isn't it? Stone Cold Steve Austin, Wes Watson. Man, that's wild. Isn't, and then back to this boxer, okay? Wesley Page Watson Jr., heavyweight boxer, best known for his successful amateur career. With all of that Tupac connection, and he had a Lakers. Remember, I said he had a Lakers shirt on. I showed you in the picture. His death date is the 4th day of the 1st month. And Kobe Bryant died at age 41. And Kobe Bryant in Gematria equals 41. LA equals 41. Isn't that amazing? That's amazing. And this guy died at age 58, the boxer with the Lakers shirt. And Kobe Bean Bryant equals 58 in this code. Damn. And bringing back Tupac. Tupac died the year Kobe Bryant was drafted, man. So you see Kobe Bryant, there's that 41 and there's the 58. Oh, I think I said Kobe Bean Bryant 58, but Kobe Bryant equals 58. The boxer died at 58. You saw him with the Laker gear. They're saying the boxer's middle name is Page, and that's like Diamond Dallas Page. And that brings us back to the pro wrestling connection with Stone Cold Steve Austin. And there's probably something with the Diamond or Dallas. Okay, I know that Dallas, Kobe Bryant's last game, I think I think it was against Utah, but look at Dallas in Gematria. If I'm not mistaken, Dallas has that 41. and 13 like LA. And Dallas equals 113 like Kobe Bryant. You see, LA 13 and 41. 13 is like 113. Kobe Bryant 113, 41. And again, there's that 58. So I think we're just gonna wrap. I think we'll just wrap it up there. So we started with Wes Watson, and you can see these connections besides the code that I'm showing you with the language. Okay, Wes Watson, like Stone Cold Steve Austin, and you get the obvious connections there. Their characters appear to be the same. As far as looks, you get the skulls. The name Austin sounds like Watson. Stone Cold, if you're in the penitentiary as this Wes Watson, they could say what you're stone cold, right? You have a cold heart maybe. Wes Watson, WW, kind of like WWE, WWF. There might be something with the 316 there. And then out of all of this, we found this boxer who, this is what's popping up as Wesley Watson, Wesley Page Watson. I think they said junior, like Diamond Dallas Page, DDP. And we just went over that Dallas connection. And don't forget this, his wife's name is Paige. What are the odds of that? And McMahon, like Vince McMahon, right? Wrestling promoter, co-founded World Wrestling Entertainment. Uh, so, ooh, and Vince McMahon has the Kobe Bryant Day birthday. Kobe Bryant Day is August 24th. Look at this. Oh my God. That's Kobe Bryant Day because this is one day after Kobe Bryant's birthday. But Kobe Bryant wore number 24 and he wore number 8 on his jersey. Look at this. Vince McMahon, born in 1945. And look at Diamond Dallas Page birthday is 4/5. Right there. And he's married to someone named Paige McMahon. How about that? How about that? So I guess we're just going to leave it there. And look, we started with Wes Watson and Stone Cold Steve Austin. So this is back where we started. And this is on the fly, just random on the fly. Let's go on Google. And we just started with, Wes Watson looks like Stone Cold Steve Austin. And that's where we started. And you saw where we went, you saw where we finished, and now we're just back where we started. Fake world. Until next time.